Here we go. Hey, here's a
Yeah,
question.
good
All right,
question.
what did you guys think of the opening scene of Logain? The voices speaking to him, how he was still a decent person and didn't kill the king. I thought it was great. I
It's
loved
huge.
everything with Logain, and
Huge.
I love the way that they're setting him up to be super cool because as I haven't gotten there yet in the books, but you every time you tell me, you're like, man, I love Logain later on.
Yeah. Yeah, Logain's freaking awesome. He's freaking great. And that's the thing. I was worried they were going to ruin this opening. So I'm a book reader. I'm a fan of the series. And I have the same concerns that some people have, deviating too far. If you can keep true to the spirit of this character, he believes. He was on this path of glory. He thought he was doing what was right. He's that guy who literally, Matt, believed purely that he was doing the right thing, that he was fulfilling the prophecy, the signs, whatever. God dang it, man. And then he's taken down. He's not the one. When he gets to Camelin and he sees Rand and his head rolls back and he starts laughing because he looks out and he freaking sees the dragon. And he's laughing, he's roaring with loud, like, wow, they got me in this cage. And that guy is just Tavira.
So do you right, but so do you think that's why they kind of did that scene with Nynaeve and now they're just really pushing along the idea that it could be any of them?
Yes, they are.
Because again, so Ryan, I was talking about this. Is that I watched it with I was over at Thanksgiving watching it, and people were like, "Oh, I want to watch it." I'm like, I got like for me, it's like I want to watch it in my office on my computer, nobody else around. Leave me alone, whatever. And so so watching it with my fiance's stepmom and her dad, and then we were all watching it, and so she had watched the first 3 episodes. She's like into it, but again, totally not a book reader, knows nothing about it except, hey, here's the show Matt told me to watch, and watched the first 3 episodes and loved it. And so she is trying to figure out who the dragon is. She's like, well, they keep saying that could be the dragon. So she's like, oh, it's got to be her. It's got to be her. Like, you know what? After this episode.
I agree. I think all of us that are the book readers of us have some friend or some friends out there that are coming into this and experienced, and it's fun for all of us to have them go through those questions. I'm sure it's the same thing for Ez as you guys have been doing the podcast, as he asks you the questions. All right, we just read through this set of chapters.
Exactly.
What do you think's coming? It's so much fun for us as the podcast listeners to have you speculate and go through, explain why you think. And then we're like, no.
Right.
Or as we come into the next chapters, and you're like, man, I was so wrong on that.
Well, it's like when we were first going through, and I was like, I remember going through Eye of the World again. And it's like I knew like a few things about the series, and we get there, and I'm like, I don't know. I think Rand and Egwene are totally getting together. And Ez is like, well, we'll just have to wait and see, buddy. Like,
wait and find out.
And then Matt grabs the dagger, and I'm like, well, this is obviously a terrible idea. It's like, but again, it's like, don't know how it's gonna go and stuff like that.
But here's something interesting. This is where I want to compliment the show, because if you were ever that person who was reading and thought, there's something there, like you can't tell me that before the Eye of the World, some season beforehand, they didn't get together and kiss or make out in some hayloft or whatever. You know what I mean? Something went down. Now they moved it along quite a bit. They implied quite a bit of intimacy, which is great.
Right.
Because Rand,
there's a whole new meaning to he who comes with the dawn.
Oh, Lord have mercy. It wasn't even dawn yet, buddy. Anyway, anyways, there's the part though later on in the series, the portal stones. God, I'm losing my voice. The portal stones. You remember when they go through and he sees, the flicker. There's the flicker, the portal stones, different times where he sees a life that he had with Egwene, and she sees it too. So like, it's there. Go ahead and just really show it to us. Like really give us a bit more of that, because that's something the book didn't do. That was another lifetime. That's the world of what if. That's the possibility. That's a thread that didn't make its way into the weave, So yeah, I thought it was cool.
Here's real quick. Shout out just to some new people joining the stream here. Follow Doris my 13. Hello everyone, just finished the episode getting on here. Katie Sensei saying loved experience with non-book readers. Darkhound Slobber, I just finished it too. You think we're gonna see some Darkhounds?
Gosh, That could,
What-
you know, the piece that he said would come forward and from episode or from the Dragon Reborn.
Great Hunt, or
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be that.
I'm trying to think of which book it is now.
It's the Dragon Reborn when she fights Moraine fights the Darkhound. Darkhound Slobber, correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's correct. Is that like something when Rafe says something from book 3, it could be something as simple as that. You know, we're just going to see one of those those creatures walk on.